Question 501. How are IPv4 addresses represented? A. Octal numbers. B. Binary numbers. C. Hexadecimal numbers. D. Decimal numbers. Correct answer. D. Decimal numbers. IPv4 addresses are expressed in decimal numbers, specifically in 4 octets, or groups of 8 bits, separated by periods. Each octet represents a number between 0 and 255 in decimal format. While the underlying representation is binary, each octet is a group of 8 bits. The address itself is typically written in decimal to make it easier for humans to read and understand. Question 502. Which protocol is primarily used for file sharing on Windows-based networks? A. FTP. B. SMB. C. SFTP. D. TFTP. Correct answer. B. SMB. SMB, server message block, is a protocol used for file and printer sharing in Windows networks. FTP and SFTP are mainly used for file transfers between systems, while TFTP is a lightweight file transfer protocol used for network device configurations. Question 503. Which virtual device examines the destination MAC address of a data packet and routes it accordingly? A. Virtual switches. B. Virtual routers. C. Virtual hubs. D. Virtual network interface cards. Correct answer. A. Virtual switches. Virtual switches operate at the data link layer, layer 2, and forward data packets based on their destination MAC addresses. They facilitate communication between virtual machines in virtualized environments by directing traffic to the correct destination. Question 504. The CIO has found that the company's wireless signal is reachable from the parking lot. What adjustment should be made to the network to prevent access in public areas while ensuring connectivity inside the building? A. Channel overlap. B. Distance limitations. C. Overcapacity. D. Power levels. Correct answer. D. Power levels. Adjusting the power levels of wireless access points helps control the range of the wireless signal. Lowering the transmission power reduces the signal's reach, limiting it to the building's interior and preventing unauthorized access from outside areas like parking lots. This method improves network security without affecting performance within the intended coverage area. Question 505. What is an advantage of ISDN compared to a public switched telephone network? A. ISDN is cheaper. B. ISDN is faster. C. ISDN is more reliable. D. ISDN uses 53 kbps fixed-length packets. Correct answer. B. ISDN is faster. ISDN, Integrated Services Digital Network, provides higher data transmission speeds than traditional public switched telephone networks, making it a more effective choice for digital communication. Question 506. Which of the following situations necessitates the use of a crossover cable for interconnecting devices? A. PC to switch. B. Switch to router. C. Switch to switch. D. All of the above. Correct answer. C. Switch to switch. A crossover cable is used to connect similar devices, such as switch-to-switch or PC-to-PC connections. It swaps the transmit and receive signal pairs to ensure proper communication. Modern devices with Auto MDX can automatically adjust, making crossover cables less necessary in newer networks. Question 507. How does a router process broadcast messages? A. Routers forward broadcast messages but do not generate them. B. Routers neither generate nor forward broadcast messages. C. Routers generate broadcast messages but do not forward them. D. Routers both generate and forward broadcast messages. Correct answer. B. Routers neither generate nor forward broadcast messages. Routers are designed to contain broadcast traffic within a network segment by not forwarding broadcast packets across different subnets. This helps prevent excessive network congestion and ensures broadcasts remain within their intended local network. Question 508. Which type of DNS record is used to store additional host names or aliases for hosts within a domain? A. Alias. B. Also. C. CNAME. D. PTR. Correct answer. C. CNAME. A CNAME, canonical name, record allows multiple domain names to map to a single host, enabling aliasing of one domain to another. This is commonly used for load balancing and simplifying domain management. Question 509. In what type of network environment is dynamic routing the best choice? A. A network with a single router and no need for route updates. B. A small home network with only one ISP connection. C. A large enterprise network with multiple routers and changing topology. D. A static, unchanging network where routes never change. Correct answer. C. A large enterprise network with multiple routers and changing topology. Dynamic routing is best suited for large networks with multiple routers and frequent topology changes. Dynamic routing provides scalability and adaptability. If dynamic routing were not used in such environments, administrators would need to manually update routes, increasing complexity and risk of errors. Question 510. Which of the following is a benefit of using VLANs in a network? A. Increases the number of devices in a single broadcast domain. B. Physically separates devices to improve performance. C. Reduces broadcast traffic and improves network efficiency. D. Requires no configuration on network switches. Correct answer. C. Reduces broadcast traffic and improves network efficiency. VLANs reduce broadcast domains, which helps to minimize unnecessary traffic and improve network performance. VLAN configuration provides better security and traffic isolation. If VLANs were not used, broadcast traffic could impact network performance and expose sensitive data. Question 511. A network technician needs to set up a remote access solution for a manager who requires secure access to locally mapped corporate resources to perform her job duties. Which of the following options would provide a secure connection to corporate resources? A. Permit RDP traffic through an external firewall. B. Establish a client-to-site VPN connection. C. Use TFTP for file transfers to corporate resources. D. Connect to the corporate server via SSH. Correct answer. B. Establish a client-to-site VPN connection. A client-to-site VPN, also known as a remote access VPN, allows users to securely connect to the corporate network from a remote location. This solution encrypts data transmissions, ensuring that the manager can safely access company resources as if she were physically on site. Other options, such as RDP and TFTP, lack built-in encryption and security measures, making them less suitable for secure remote access. Question 512. Which of the following best describes a Smurf attack? A. Attack on a target using spoofed ICMP packets to flood it. B. Intercepting traffic intended for a target and redirecting it to another. C. Spoofed VLAN tags used to bypass authentication. D. Forging tags to bypass QoS policies to steal bandwidth. Correct answer. A. Attack on a target using spoofed ICMP packets to flood it. A Smurf attack is a type of distributed denial of service attack that floods a target system with ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol, echo request packets, commonly known as ping requests. The attacker sends ICMP packets to a broadcast address on a network, with the source address spoofed to appear as the victim's IP address. This causes multiple devices on the network to reply to the victim's address, overwhelming the target system with traffic and potentially causing it to crash or become unresponsive. Question 513. The security manager is concerned about the challenge of quickly identifying systems involved in policy or security violations. The host names of these systems appear as randomly generated characters, making identification difficult. Which action would be most effective in helping the security manager locate the systems during security incidents? A. Enforce port security to require system authentication. B. Forward the DHCP logs to the security manager every day. C. Implement a standardized UNC. D. Label existing systems with current host names. Correct answer. C. Implement a standardized UNC. Implementing a standardized UNC, Uniform Naming Convention, assigns consistent and descriptive host names to systems, making it easier to identify individual devices in security incidents. This improves the efficiency of tracking and managing systems on the network. Question 514. Which option represents a tunneling protocol used to encapsulate network layer protocols over various networks? A. VRRP. B. GRE. C. RTSP. D. BGP. Correct answer. B. GRE. GRE, Generic Routing Encapsulation, is a tunneling protocol that allows the encapsulation of various network layer protocols within IP tunnels. It enables the secure transmission of data between remote networks over an IP-based infrastructure. Question 515. Which of the following options can assist in resolving wireless network issues caused by weak signals and insufficient coverage? A. Protocol Analyzer. B. WAPI Power Level Adjustments. C. Logical Network Diagram. D. Network Mapping Tool. Correct answer. B. WAPI Power Level Adjustments. Adjusting the power level of wireless access points is a key method for improving wireless signal strength and coverage. Increasing the power level extends the signal range, helping to eliminate dead zones and cover larger areas. Lowering the power level reduces interference between overlapping wireless signals, particularly in environments with multiple WAPs. Proper WAP power level configuration creates a balanced network, enhancing performance by maintaining consistent coverage and minimizing interference-related issues. Question 516. What is a security benefit of setting up a guest wireless network? A. Optimized device bandwidth. B. Isolation of corporate resources. C. Fewer ACL modifications. D. Reduced password resets. Correct answer. B. Isolation of corporate resources. A guest wireless network improves security by isolating guest devices from the corporate network, preventing unauthorized access to sensitive company resources. Question 517. A network administrator discovers that users from a nearby building are connecting to the company's guest wireless network to download inappropriate content. What is the simplest action the administrator can take to mitigate this issue? A. Reduce the wireless power levels. B. Adjust the wireless channels. C. Enable wireless client isolation. D. Enable wireless port security. Correct answer. A. Reduce the wireless power levels. Reducing the wireless power levels limits the coverage area of the signal, minimizing the chances of unauthorized users accessing the network from beyond the intended range. Question 518. Which tool is used to scan a network for known security vulnerabilities? A. Nmap. B. Nessus. C. Wireshark. D. NetFlow. Correct answer. B. Nessus. Nessus is a vulnerability scanner that identifies known security weaknesses in systems, devices, and applications. It helps organizations proactively fix vulnerabilities before attackers exploit them. Question 519. If a user was unable to communicate with other devices on the network when connected to a particular switch port, but was able to communicate after switching to a different port, what is the likely cause of the issue? A. Incorrect IP assignment. B. Incorrect gateway assignment. C. Incorrect DHCP server assignment. D. Incorrect VLAN assignment. Correct answer. D. Incorrect VLAN assignment. Switch ports are often configured to belong to specific VLANs, virtual local area networks, and if a port is assigned to the wrong VLAN, devices connected to that port may not be able to communicate with devices on other VLANs. Changing to a different port that is properly configured for the correct VLAN would restore communication. Question 520. You work as a network administrator in your organization. A user reports being unable to print to a network printer. When you ping the printer's IP address, it responds successfully, but pinging the printer's hostname fails. What is the most likely cause of this issue? A. Print server is down. B. DHCP server is down. C. DNS server is down. D. Printer is too far from the user. Correct answer. C. DNS server is down. The most probable cause is that the DNS server is down. The printer's IP address responding confirms that the device is online, but the failure to resolve the hostname indicates that DNS services are not translating the hostname into the corresponding IP address. The print server or DHCP server being down would cause different symptoms, and the distance between the user and the printer does not affect name resolution. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful for you, don't forget to like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more practice questions and tips.